Alright guys, welcome back again on my YouTube channel. So if you are new here, my name is Prestango, and this here we come on every weekend to analyze the market, to show you guys what we are looking at, the trades we took within the week, the ones that hit take profit, stop loss, or even break even. So guys, I don't want this video to be too long. I'm not feeling too good, so I'll just make this video to be as fast as possible. Let's start with the dollar index. If you guys can check previously, for the last 3 to 4 months I have been analyzing the dollar index. I've been telling you guys what's happening with the dollar index, and previously if you check my video, I told you guys that I'm seeing a zone around this area that the dollar index might be holding on to. Maybe it want to push to the upside. So there are so many levels here, and I told you guys that we should just watch out for those levels. We don't know what will happen from there, so I'm still keeping my eyes on the dollar index, and there are some things I'm seeing that is happening in the lower time frame on the dollar index. Let's go down to the weekly time frame. So here is the weekly time frame. Let me just close this a little bit so here is the weekly time frame. You guys can see how all this candle is printing on the weekly time frame, is pointing to the upside. So I hope this level hold, because if this resistance didn't hold it, the dollar index is going to break above it, and we are going to be going to the upside. So let's go down to the daily time frame. And on daily time frame, I'm seeing a pattern, head and shoulder pattern on the daily time frame. So this inverse head and shoulder pattern, a reversal pattern. So for the dollar index, maybe we might be seeing dollar strengthening from next week, although I have been predicting this thing since couple of weeks now. If you check my previous video, that's something I believe in, that evidence ends argument. So if you think I'm lying, you can also check my previous video. I have been speaking on the dollar index. It is the only pair I'll first analyze before I go into any other pairs. So for me, the dollar is turning to be bullish, because this is the neckline and the dollar broke above the neckline, retests back. All this thing will be more clear on a 4-hour time frame. And I see that there are multiple zones. There are multiple, like if I go to a higher time frame, there are multiple zones that if we bring this level down, you'll see that those zones is still touching this level, like the market still touch on those levels. So we don't know the one that will hold or not, but I believe really the dollar index want to turn to the upside. So you can see this head and shoulder pattern is forming. You can see it. There's a head, a shoulder, and this is a higher high. You can see the market is not changing structure, but my fear is this level that is here. If market, this is the neckline, the market broke, tested it back and reversing to the upside. If the dollar index can be able to break above here, that means the dollar is now started to trend. So we are going to see a lot of trending market in some other currency like EURUSD, AUD, USD, GBPUSD, NZD, USD, and so on and so forth. So I would love it if the market, if the dollar index would trend to the upside. I would really love it, because I have some pairs that I'm targeting, I'm even looking at to trade from next week. So let's just go to a trade that I took last week on EURUSD. This was a trade I took this week, not last week, sorry, this week, because this video I'm making it on Saturday. So I took this trade on Monday. I will paste the screenshot. If you think I didn't take it, go to my Telegram channel, you will see it. I pasted it there on Monday. That was the time I entered this trade. I will see paste the screenshot here around this area, because the last time I analyzed it, I saw this week on my previous video. I told you guys that this week that the market have come to break this level that is here and retest it and close with a week. This is Is this a doji or a shooting? This is a shooting, sorry, a shooting star. See that long wick. I told you guys that within the week, like if the market open, I will look for interest on this particular pair. So I entered it, and you see for like market consolidated around my stop loss for like 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the market was just consolidating, even came close to my stop loss, but thank God it didn't take me out. Came close, just shied away like 1 pip to my stop loss. Then it reverses back. It came again back to my stop loss, reverses back till will not break below this level. That's when I now have full confidence that we are reversing to the downside. And I was also monitoring the dollar index because two of them correlated together. The US and the Euro USD and the dollar index, they are correlated. So if you flip this market back, you see this head and shoulder. If you flip it back, you will see the same thing on the dollar index. So two of them are correlated. Can you see it? Flip it again, you get. So the two markets are correlated. So I still have some of my positions running currently. I'm still holding some position running. I will still paste the screenshot here. If you that, I will still paste the screenshot here. So I took out let's say 70% of my position around this area. Then I'm just allowing 30% to run all the way to the final take profit. And I might be looking to take entries. Let me just delete this zone. I don't want everything to be very confusing. So if you can see, this is the neckline. This is the neckline of the market, and the market have come back to test it, to test this zone, and reversing to the downside. So by next week, I might be looking to enter again, to re-enter, or I might leave it to run. So it's under 50-50. I'm not yet sure that I will enter another trade or I will leave my previous entry to run. I will decide that by next week. So if you want to enter this trade, just wait for another confirmation from here. You can enter because we still have room to the downside. As long as the dollar index push to the upside, the Euro USD will push to the downside. Then the next trade I analyzed last week was the EURCAD. The EURCAD is the same thing. It's printing the same picture with the Euro USD. I told you guys that this is a head and shoulder pattern, that if the markets break below the neckline, we should wait for a retest. And this was the first retest. I wasn't comfortable with this trade because I could not have taken this trade because the retest I'm looking for, this is not how I wanted it to retest. And moreover, I'm already on Euro USD trade, so I just allow and be monitoring the EURCAD trade. But on Friday, the market came back to this point. So let's say it came back and do something like liquidity grab. So I'll still be looking at for this pair on Monday. If I can see a more confirmation, maybe a weak rejection or bearish engulfing candle from this zone, I'll be entering for a sell and be targeting this low as my final take profit. So guys, if you want to enter this market, just wait for more confirmation. You can see all this range. This range is like full 5 days range. For complete 5 days, this market has been ranging, and best believe that the drop is going to be massive. If this market decides to drop to the downside, it's going to be massive. Let me show you on a daily time frame. Consider range, like it has been ranging for multiple days. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, for like 7 days, 7 good days. This market has been ranging, and all this ranging is for it to come back to the neckline, just for it to just come back to this neckline, then drop. So I'll be looking out for this pair. I'll be watching it very closely. If I didn't take the entry on, if I didn't add any entry on the Euro USD trade, I'm coming down to this EURCAD trade to add entries. So put this on your own watch list. Just monitor it as I monitor it too. And if you want to also follow me to trade, I'm going to drop the link of my Telegram channel on the description. Click the link. join me. You can see other signal that I have posted there. All the whole signal, all the whole trade I took, I posted there. So far so good. We have been on a winning streak for like 2 or 3 weeks now. We haven't lost any trade. So you can also join and you can also go and verify, go and confirm whether what I'm saying is a lie or I'm just blabbing. The next trade is on NZD chef. NZD chef. Currently, I don't know what NZD chef is doing, so I'm not interested in it. Moving on. Card chef. Oh, all this market has been giving me a headache. The market is ranging. Not interested. GDP card. I'm going to remove GDP card. I don't know what the market is doing. Maybe market has turned bullish or something like that. But I love to trade what is clear to me. Let me remove all these ones. I'm not interested in it. Then the next one. The next one is GDP CHF. I'm not still interested in this pay. I analyzed all these things last week. They didn't print a better picture for me, so I'm not interested. And the next one is the US JPY. Guys, you can see on my last video I analyzed the USD JPY that we are waiting for it to retest back to this level, but the USD JPY have a very big retracement, push to the downside. Then I started to push to the upside, so I wasn't interested in trading it, although I know the overall trend where it's going to move, but I didn't join the trend. And the next one is GDP. I skip this one. The GDP JPY, I also analyzed it that the market is going to push to the upside. I was also waiting for it to come back to this level, but it's also deep down. The retracement was so deep, it came to test this level that is here, and already it now start to push up. After pushing up, it tests this level back. So but when all this thing was happening, I was seeing it and I couldn't enter any other trade because I was managing my risk. All my risk management was already, all my risk I have already used it to enter on EURUSD trade. So I was only holding one trade, so I don't want to over leverage on my account. But if you followed my analysis last on my last week video, you should have entered this trade. So it's not more that I will take all the whole trade that I analyze here. I will only take maybe highest 2 or 1, then I'm okay with it for the week. So the next trade that I'm still looking at now is GBPUSD. You can see these. Let's just go to the higher time frame and analyze. Let's go first to the monthly, so we understand what's happening. So that GBPUSD is a good trade to take. So you can see on the higher time frame, like the monthly, we are seeing something like double top. This is the first touch, this is the second touch, and we have multiple touches on that zone. Then let's go down to the weekly time frame, and the overall trend on the monthly time frame is bearish. If you can see, this is a lower high, lower low, lower high, equal highs, drop. This is the lower low. So you can see the market overall trend on the monthly time frame is bearish. Then the weekly time frame, so here is when where the double top is more clear on the weekly time frame. You can see the first touch, you can see this second touch with so many weekly rejection candles. You can see this week showing rejection off from this level. Then to the daily time frame, the daily time frame is where you will see the head and shoulder very clear, very clear. The market now start to print a picture of head and shoulder, left shoulder, neckline, head, neckline, and the right shoulder. So I was expecting this market to break below, then test back, but It's still consolidating on this support level at the neckline, still pushing up. So I'll still be monitoring GDP USD. I'm monitoring the pair. Let's go down to a 4-hour time frame. In case if you want to take this trade, just pay very close attention to what I'm saying. Remember, this is the neckline, this is a shoulder. The same way I trade Euro USD, you have to wait for a break of the neckline, break and retest. So maybe I don't know if I will be seeing a rejection from this level, but I don't want to enter into a premature trade. So I have to wait for a confirm, like fully break then retest. But if you didn't see that break and retest, if I see a rejection candle off from this level, maybe the market start to reject off from this level, after it start to drop below, I might also be looking for a trade the same way I did on Euro USD. I didn't wait for the neckline to break. I was seeing a rejection off from a minor level that is inside the neckline, so I jumped in on the trade. I didn't wait for the neckline to break. So I might be using the same strategy I use on the Euro USD on GDP USD. If I can be able to see a rejection, candlestick rejection or candlestick pattern from inside this level coming below here, I might enter, put my stop loss above this level so that it can be able to accommodate anything that is going to happen. That's why I always put my stop loss in a place that I know that is going to be safe, like this Euro USD trade. You can see where I place the stop loss. I know that if market come and hit me out on my stop loss, that means the trend have changed. The market has shifted from being bearish to bullish. So that's why anytime you want to place your stop loss, make sure that your stop loss is placed in a place that if you know that if the market come back to that level, that means the trade is invalid. And all this thing, you have to watch out for liquidity grab. Just wait for a liquidity grab and all that thing. So I'll still be waiting for this pair, still be monitoring it within the week from Monday, Tuesday. Like I have trade, let me add it to the trade that I'm going to trade, like top 3 trade I'm going to trade. The first one is Euro USD. I'm going to look for entry. If I can be able to add to the position, or I will shift the risk to a new trade like GBP USD and EURCAD. EURCAD is the one that is even more clearer than GDP, so I'll be looking at to add more trade on either Euro USD or EURCAD. So guys, this is my setup for the week. This is what I'll be looking at for the week. From upper week now, I'll be looking out for this trade. So thank you for joining me. I want to just make this trade just short. I don't want to make it long. So I'm only looking out for 2 pairs. The first one is I'll add up on my Euro USD if possible. Then on EURCAD, I will look for an entry point from there. Then GBP USD, I will look for more confirmation on GBP USD before entering the trade. I will wait for more confirmation so the market will confirm to me that is coming down. I don't want to enter into a trade. Alright guys, thank you for joining me. I want you guys to like the video, subscribe, comment, so that I will know how you guys feel, what you guys want me to improve on. And I want you to also join my Telegram channel so that you can follow up my signals, the trade I'm taking. You can from there to monitor if I'm really taking all this trade or not. So guys, thank you guys for your support, and I'm seeing your likes, I'm seeing the views and all that things. So I thank you guys. Thank you for still keeping and watching my video.